And actually, it's pretty much everything you need. Repairing the CAD and creating a tessellation with the correct settings. If you want a high quality model, use the presets high. If you want something very light, use the low. And now we have a model up with a mesh with a good quality that you can export in FBX and use in Unity directly. It's not so big, 40 occurrences, 1.3 million polygons. You can start creating an experience in Unity based on this model without any specific issues. Except that on this specific one, if I click on a part here, you will see that half of the car is kind of merged together. So here, all the elements are completely merged together. We have the hood here, we have the trunk, we have the L's, we have part of the window also. I don't really know why, probably due to what the designer did in Alias, but everything is completely merged together. So that's kind of an issue for creating experiences in Unity, because first, if you want to open the door, that will be very difficult because everything here is one element, one object. And also, maybe even more problematic, the window here is merged with the rest of the car body, and you have elements with probably different materials, different colors that are merged together. So that will be a nightmare to assign your materials properly in Unity and handle your animations extra. So what we can do here is use, again, the explode connected meshes in PiXYZ to separate the elements together. However, this time we have the CAD information. So here it's the black lines called the patches here. So the patches are the elements from the nerves, actually. These are really the CAD informations. And we will use this one to explode our model in several elements. So you have the options here in explode patches. So it's something very similar to explode connected meshes, but it will work on the patches level. And one option here, which is interesting, you can explode all these patches one by one, which will create a lot of small squares. But you can also explode the patches and keep them merged together by material. So that's what we will do here. And the result is that now I have exploded my mesh in several objects, but everything is still merged by material. And I have my material, which was assigned to the patches. So at the CAD level, I had the material applied to my model, and now it appears in my property tab. So for each element, I now have, so it's a basic color here, probably because the guys in Alias only apply a color to the model. But still, I now have material and material names available for each of my elements. As for the door, we can still use the second one, the connected meshes, now to explode the model and isolate the door from the rest of the geometry. So these are a few interesting features in PiXYZ, directly accessible in the UI, that can help a user in 2 or 3 steps to go from a completely merged model with a lot of trouble if you want to prepare it in Unity to something you can use very easily. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. So we delete the CAD information. We separate the different objects together. We have now material that can be reused. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. So for this specific use case, Nissan was mainly looking to visualize this exact model in was Unreal at the time, and see how they can render it into Unreal for real-time and VR experiences. So to increase the performances and let them focus their attention on the lightning effects and everything, we decided to merge the model by materials. So the idea was to create just one part by material. It's interesting because if you don't want to do animations or stuff like that, you can just merge your model by material, and this way you will only have from 5 to 20 different parts in your model. Let's use this one, so 16 here, and 16 elements only, and all merged by material. That means if you need to apply your materials manually into Unreal or